So now that we have our fire mode ability, our cycling fire modes, everything good to go there, what we want to do is go ahead and define these fire mode tags so we can use them in comparisons and such, and then apply them in our firearm logic component and our fire ability. So even though this is kind of weapon related, I'm going to do it in the core module anyways. So we need to go to our data tags, and we're just going to select one of these, copy, paste, and make a new one. So let's call this one weapon, or let's call it firearm tags.h, and do the same thing for the .cpp. So firearm tags.cpp. So make sure to change the include to firearm tags.h and delete all but 2. And we need the fire mode. So tag underscore firearm underscore fire mode underscore semi. Next one's going to be full auto. And we want to copy and paste these over like so. And change the actual name to be firearm.firemode.semi. Next, let's do semi-auto. So let's make sure we add auto to the end, like so. I think that's just a cleaner name personally. Let's add the next one, which is full auto. So these here will be our 2 tags. Next up, let's go to our firearm logic component. And we want to go to our, where do we have our logic? On rep trigger count. So we do our initial shot, and what we want to check is if the fire mode equals the tag underscore firearm fire mode full auto. And if that is true, we want to start the timer. So let's go ahead and include those tags. So data tags firearm tags.h, and we are good to go in the firearm logic component. So we have our check here, and we're going to do the exact same thing in the gameplay ability fire. So let's include data tags firearm tags.h, go to our fire function, and replace our true here with if in full auto. So if get firearm logic component, we want to get the fire mode, which we need to actually make that function, and check if that equals tag underscore firearm fire mode full auto. So let's copy this and go down here to the bottom inside of handled target data and replace the true with the same comparison. So if the fire mode equals the full auto fire mode, we end the ability. So we need to make the get fire mode function. So we have our our setter. Let's make a getter. So f gameplay tag get fire mode, return fire mode. And that is it. So that corrects all of that. And now we can give this a quick test. So let's recompile and relaunch. Okay, once we are back in the editor, let's just go to our BAR and swap out these tags for firearm, fire mode, semi-auto, and full auto. Save, and same thing for the 1911. Remove those tags and add the semi and full auto tags accordingly. So now we press play. We should be in semi-auto by default. So I left click and hold it. We fire one shot. I press B to cycle fire modes, and now I hold it again. And we have full auto. So I reload, and we're still in full auto. I reload again. I press B, and we are back in semi-auto. Let's make sure this works. Oh wait, we already are as a client, so we're good to go there. Let's triple check as a server. So semi-auto by default, which we are in, press B, and we are now in full auto. So our fire rate logic there seems to be working. Let's try as two clients so we can check the replication. So first one being semi-auto. So I hold left click. That seems to be good. Let's go to full auto. And we are in full auto. So we know client to client works. Let's just now check client to server and server to client. So client to server, semi-auto, change to full auto. That works. Now let's try server to client. So semi-auto. Now switch to full auto. And that is also working. So that is good there. We can go ahead and save all. So now that we have that in place, everything is confirmed working. Let's just do some simple stuff to make our lives a little bit easier. So what we want to do is take our fire modes here, and basically, instead of being able to select anything, we want to restrict basically to only being able to select gameplay tags that are in the category of firearm.fire mode. So to begin, let's go back to our PDA underscore firearm, go to our fire modes, and we want to add a meta. So meta equals category, and the category is going to be firearm.fire mode. So firearm.fire mode. So let's close down the editor. And with this, is it category or categories? Categories, sorry, equals firearm.fire mode. And we can recompile, relaunch, and make sure that it actually is restricting which gameplay tags we can actually select. So this in general just makes things quite a bit easier overall to kind of pick and choose, what we need, because it's only showing the ones we want in the first place, which is quite nice. Okay, once we are back in the editor, let's reopen our data asset. And now when we hit the drop down, you can see we only have anything under the fire mode category. So I can remove full auto, I can add full auto back. Everything is just good to go. So now that we have our fire mode set up and working, we are, at the end of this video. So what I want to do in the next video is go ahead and start doing the cleanup stuff. So what I mean is, move our data assets for the 1911, for the BAR out of the 1911 folder because it, does not belong there. And just go ahead and start setting up the BAR, adding the various sockets and doing the same thing for the other firearms. That way they're just more or less kind of, ready to go for when we are ready to use them. So I'll see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.